Hello all, how are you today? It's an amazing week and it's going to be an amazing week for each and every one of you. I'm so excited. I'm excited. Yeah, I've got my microphone. Thanks to the feedback, people have been asking me, they've been saying, how me, your voice is not loud, we can't hear you clearly. And I took the feedback. I appreciate your feedback so much. And here I am today with my microphone, testing the microphone, testing 1 2 3. So today I want to talk about a topic and it says, what do you have in your hand? Do you know that you cannot change the past, but you can ruin the present by worrying about the future? That brings me to the topic. Oftentimes people feel inadequate or overly adequate. There are two classes of people I want to talk about today. Some people feel they are overqualified and some people think they are underqualified, in the sense that you have one idea, you have one proposal, one business plan, but you think, oh, where am I going to start from? Who would listen to me? Where do I go from here rather? How do I go? What do I do? And some people think they're overqualified, and the next thing they're like, well, I can't start from the bottom. I cannot start from the bottom. I'm too big for this position. I'm too big to start with this position. I'm too big to start from this level. Some people want to actually fly before the crawl. But this life we're in is a process. Everything takes process. You understand? Everything takes process. And I'm talking about you starting from the scratch. You will think, oh, you have what it takes, you have the business idea, you have the proposal, you have the plan, but you don't know where to start from. Or you think, oh, where do I start from? Who would listen to me? I want to let you know today that you don't need a crowd to start. Start from somewhere. Start from somewhere. You do not need a crowd to start. Start with one man. You don't need a label. When you start, people would recognize you. Recognize those facts that you've got stuff, that you've got value to offer. You just need to start. It is never too late. You need to start now. That dream that you want to live, start to live it now. That plan you want to implement, start to implement it now. And you know what? What comes into this is first impression. People will give you a chance to prove yourself, and it now depends on how much you make do of that opportunity, or how you blow it up. First impression, they say, lasts long, and you never get a second chance to make another impression. So when you're starting, it's your first time you're doing a job for a client, try to make a very good first impression. When you do, you get referrals, because referrals actually grow business. When you do a job for someone today, the next day the person refers you. By that, you start to grow and your business begins to grow. What you need to do, number one, is start now. Make a very good impression, secondly. And thirdly, referrals will grow your business for you. And make sure when you have the opportunity, you make do of the opportunity. Make do of your opportunity. Maximize it. Maximize every opportunity. You just have to present yourself when the opportunity arises. And for you who thinks, oh, I need to fly first, I can crawl. Do you know that leadership is overrated? Because people who actually do the work are followers. Most times, the leaders don't even know anything, especially a leader that has not been a follower before. They are just figureheads. It is the followers, especially the number one follower, that does the job. You want to lead people. You cannot lead people if you have not followed yourself. If you have not been a follower. You have to learn to follow people. You have to learn processes. There are processes in everything that you do. There are processes. Do you know that in the Bible, David served King Saul? David, when he fought his first battle, he was already labeled a warrior. David didn't have to go to different battlefields and conquer the Philistines and wherever they were. He fought just one battle and he was already labeled a warrior because of the stuff he had to offer. That is why you need to make the opportunity, and you have to make a good impression at the very first time. And you should learn to follow. Learn to honor people, because when you honor people, people will also honor you in return. David served Saul, even when Saul wanted to kill him, when Saul maltreated him, when Saul treated him badly. David never dishonored Saul. He never dishonored. You need to learn to honor people. You need to learn to follow if you want to be a good leader. You cannot just start and say, no, I want to be a leader. People follow me. Have you learned to follow people? Have you? Have you learned to follow people? Learn to follow people, and people will follow you in return. So, like, that brings me to the story of the Bible. When I said, what do you have in your hands? David was in a burning bush, and he was with God. God appeared to him, and he was with God, and God said, David, what do you have in your hands? And David said, I have a rod. Just a rod. That rod was used to do different miracles in the Bible. That rod was used to part the Red Sea. What do you have in your hands today? Use it. And do you know the amazing thing about the story? Moses didn't have to just go directly to prove himself to the Israelites. He went through Aaron. Do you have a plan? A business plan? An idea? A brilliant idea? All you need is just one person. One person that believes in you. One person that will push you, that will give you that positive vibe. Moses did not carry himself and say, okay, children of Israel, come and hear me. This is what God sent me to do. No. He went through Aaron. He discussed with Aaron. Aaron believed in his message and in his messenger. That was God. And Aaron took him to the elders before they proceeded to go and meet Pharaoh to discuss about the liberation of the children of Israelites. You don't need a crowd to start. You do not need a crowd to start. And you do not need a label. People will label you themselves. So what do you have in your hand today, my brothers and sisters? What do you have? Moses had a rod. David had a sling and a stone. The Shumanite woman had just a jar of oil. And that story changed. Start today. Start now. Use what you have in your hands. You do not need a crowd. You do not need a label. Just need your idea. You need your plan. And you need one man that believes in you. I hope I've been able to inspire you today. Thank you for listening to me. And do not forget to subscribe to my channel on YouTube. Like my channel, comment, and always give me a thumbs up. Thank you so much. Have a great day ahead. Bye.